In 1988, in Bishopville, South Carolina, reports started coming in of a strange, scaly creature. One that would target cars, vandalize them, destroy them, and then be seen sulking about the Scape Ore Swamp. What was this creature? Was it a lizard man? A Bigfoot? Or maybe, just maybe, a farmer trying to defend his butter beans? Join us today as we go into the Lizard Man of Scape Ore Swamp.
Alright, everyone, welcome back to
Unknown,
Unsolved
Unseen.
Triple U.
Woohoo! Welcome back, guys, to episode 49.
Yep.
We are one away from the good old 50.
Yeah.
And that's how many men Cotton Hill King killed in King of the Hill. 50 men is what he told everybody.
Good for him, I suppose. He would rank among the top serial killers. So.
He did World War II. He killed 50 men.
Oh, well then, I take that back.
You gotta watch King of the Hill sometime. Classic show.
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you really?
Yeah.
I think you can use some King of the Hill. All right, well, let me stop annoying Sage and let's get into this. So first off, I'm Frank,
I'm Sage.
and we're your lovely hosts. And Atlas is here too, but he is not speaking because he is a dog.
Yes, you might hear his the tags on his collar clang around a little bit, but
Yeah, that's done a good job of not picking up. Regarding announcements today, I forgot to do my post on current events coming up because I've just been busy with work and busy with the dog on Wednesdays, and I've been forgetting to post. Not going to do a shout out to another episode to another podcast today solely because we're still trying to figure out some technical things with the new hardware we have with the Vocaster 2. You know, it's really great for recording here in person, but I'm still trying to figure out what we have to do to have other people on our recording and what is going to happen whenever we want to put audio in. So we're going to be looking into that troubleshooting. I was very lazy this week and wrote my episode way too late for us to troubleshoot this. So you want to get into today's topic then, Sage?
absolutely I do.
All right.
I don't. The only thing that Frank was just watching Alien.
Yeah.
Earth or whatever it is.
Alien Earth. Great show so far.
Literally horrifying. I'm gonna have nightmares about this thing. But that is all I could picture when you were like, is it scaly? Like, or whatever. Like, is it a lizard? That thing is exactly what I was picturing in my mind.
The xenomorph?
Yeah.
The xenomorph is nothing like the Scape Ore Lizard Man.
It's scaly.
Or Lizard Man of Scape Ore Swamp.
It's the size of a man. Well, bigger, honestly. And it's scary.
Alien Earth, though, good.
And it
Good.
attacked people.
Good alien-related thing going on right now. I can't say everything alien-related is going well right now. There's also the really, really phenomenal blockbuster movie, War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. They're eating all our data!
That was interesting.
How did they react to it in the podcast you listened to that talked about it?
Oh, they were making fun of it. They did a whole episode.
Did they watch it?
I don't think so, but they did a whole... It's The Basement Yard, if anyone's watching. I think it was their most recent Patreon episode. I don't think it was their weekly episode. It was so bad to them. They don't think they watched it, but it was so bad to them that they recreated bad acting scenes from other movies.
Well,
so like Wonder Woman, like Gal Gadot in 2 different films.
Oh yeah.
They did Storm from X-Men. Oh, I can't remember. I can't remember. There were some other ones, but it was so funny. But no, they thought it was horrible. And like Joe hadn't seen it yet, so Frankie showed him the clip, and he was like astonished at how bad it was.
How bad? Which one was? The War of the Worlds? Hey guys, just quick announcement here. Sorry if you hear some squeaks in the background. Atlas found a squeaky toy he had lost for probably the past month, and he decided to finally find it right now after not playing with it for like the last month and not knowing where it was.
He's a special boy.
That's one way to put it. But back to what we were saying. You're saying he showed him clips from the War of the Worlds movie?
Yeah, and he was like astonished with how bad it was. Like they were like especially the part where his son dies.
And he's just like looking at the screen like,
yeah,
what
and
happened?
they recreated that one too. It was so good.
Do you know what the movie has on Rotten Tomatoes?
What?
3%.
Oh Jesus,
It's
so bad.
I watch clips of it. Like, oh, there's this guy on YouTube called Pointless Hub who just like talks about random shit from like the 2000s and whatnot, and sometimes before. It's just like movies that everyone just remembers, and will do like an hour long talk about them. And he decided to on War of the Worlds, and the thumbnail for it says best movie ever, movie of the year, 100% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I mean, honestly though, it probably still made pretty decent money considering
It's on Amazon Prime, so it's not like it sold tickets, but you know, it probably got a good amount of viewership.
yeah, just because people want to
Hate
watch
watching.
how bad it is. But not me though, because that's too cringe. So
Yeah,
I had a hard time watching the Patreon episode for the Basement Yard because I was like, oh my god, I watched these movies and this is actually terrible acting.
watching clips on Instagram made me like just so cringe of watching. I'm like, who greenlit this? And apparently, it's the same guy who keeps making movies like this, who wants to just he wants these types of movies to take off.
Oh jeez. Well, I think we're good. I think we've had enough.
Yeah, but they're stealing our data. But don't worry, we can save the world with Amazon Prime because Amazon Prime can get you your stuff fast. What was it? It was an Amazon propaganda
Fucking
episode.
hilarious. Absolutely fucking hilarious. What inopportune times too. Like, you can get to us with Amazon.
Well, yeah, like there's.
Day delivery.
He's like, we could do it with drones. We've been training with drones at Amazon. It's way the future. Hey, you there? If you attach this to the drone, I'll give you a $1,000 Amazon gift card. And that was part of it. They bribed somebody with $1,000 Amazon gift card, like in the movie.
For free overnight deliveries.
Yeah, it was that type of stuff.
Oh my god.
But like they even had a scene where like it's Ice-T because Ice Cube, he has to order a USB drive and he's ordering off Amazon and they record like the entire thing of him like clicking quantity, add to cart, go to cart, check out.
Jesus. Oh my god. Also, don't disrespect Ice-T like that.
Sorry. Ice Cube is the one who is making absolutely dog shit movies. Actually, I think Atlas's shit would rate higher on Rotten Tomatoes than this movie.
Not a couple weeks ago. It was bad, but right now, sure. He's pooping a solid like average of an 8.
8% on Rotten Tomatoes.
80%.
Yeah, that beats Rotten Tomatoes 3% for War of the Worlds. But I had to mention something on the podcast about how dumb that movie is because that's just been in my mind about they got funding for this.
Yeah. So anyway, bring us back to the alienish thing you're talking about, or whatever you're talking about, cryptid.
Yeah. Today we're going scaly cryptid. You brought up alien because you brought up alien Earth, so I brought up another alien thing. And then our dogs doing whatever. But today we're heading to South Carolina, which I think that's the first time this podcast is heading down to South Carolina, specifically to Bishopville, South Carolina, in the Scape Ore Swamp in 1988. We're going to be looking for the Lizard Man. The lizard man.
Did you see what I put on my story today on Instagram?
No, is it about...
Yeah, it had that. It's like, there's no way that this brain that keeps going lizard is the same one that got a master's degree. That was like, that's fair.
All right, so Sage, do you know anything about the Lizard Man?
Nope.
All right, well, let's get it.
Lizard. That's how we started asking Atlas to get on the couch.
Yeah.
Onto the bed. It's just doing lizards. But anyway, sorry, no, I don't know anything.
All right, well, let's get into this scaly fiend, as I called him. So before we get into what happened, let's take a quick look into the area that we'll be looking into. I like to touch a bit on the history, geography, population, all that fun geography words. Bishopville is a small town in the northeast part of South Carolina in Lee County. The town is 2.4 square miles and is located next to Scape Ore Swamp. The town is 2.4 square miles and is located next to the Scape Ore Swamp. 2.4 square miles is very small.
Yeah. Scape Ore?
Scape Ore.
So like
Scape
Ore?
Ore.
Oh, ore. Okay.
Yeah, 2 words.
Metal.
So this town is very, very small. Like, really small.
Yeah. That's like the size of our neighborhood.
Probably. The population in 1980 was 3,429 individuals, and in 1990 it was 3,560, so I'd say maybe about 3,500 people probably in 1988.
Yeah.
The current population sits at 3,024 as of 2020.
Oh, so it's actually smaller.
Yeah, by a little over 500 people. The swamp itself, Scape Ore Swamp. This one was hard to find information on. Luckily, J.W. Ocker put some details in his book, The United States of Cryptids. So it's roughly 100 square miles, the Scape Ore Swamp. These wetlands are home to a variety of wildlife: wild turkeys, deer, bobcats, owls, including great horned owls, turtles, river otters, beavers, alligators, and maybe, just maybe, a large lizard man. With that little background, you want to get into some of the encounters now about the lizard man of Scape Ore Swamp?
Yeah, hit me with it.
Alright. So,
Well, not with the lizard. Just hit me with the information.
the lizard's coming after you.
No. Not even funny.
Alright, now let's head back to 1988. The year of, I really don't know what. Bush getting elected. Bush Sr.
What a reference to pull out of your ass.
That's literally the only thing I can think of.
88. My mom was 9. That's all I know.
Alright, so...
Oh, it's 1 year off from it's 1989. My hair was long.
It's 1989.
It says Kid
1989.
Rock. And if it is, fuck him. But
True, yeah. Alright. On July 14th, Lee County Sheriff's Office was out to investigate a strange report.
Strange.
Yeah.
Something strange?
Yeah, like the podcast Something Strange, yeah. A car parked along the banks of the Scape Ore Swamp was attacked.
Just the car.
Yeah.
Were there people in it?
No.
So, okay.
The car was reported to have the fenders ripped off, tooth marks, scratch marks, and the antenna was bent. Somebody was hangry for our car.
But they didn't eat any of it.
The fenders were gone. They were ripped off, no. They're tooth marks.
But the fenders were they ripped off, or were they ripped off and taken?
I did not see a clarification on that.
This sounds like a car accident. This sounds like somebody hit a deer.
This also, there were some muddy footprints and hair around the scene.
What kind of footprint?
I didn't see an explanation.
Could have been a deer. Deer. Remember when you hit a deer?
Yeah, there's hair in my car. It sucked.
Yeah. So, I mean, that could be an explanation.
Don't remind me about that deer.
March 24th.
Do you know the actual date?
Yeah, it was my mom's birthday.
Oh my god.
I think it was a Monday or Tuesday. It was 2022.
Okay, well, back to the actual thing we're talking about. This caused a scene as locals were there during the investigation. Sheriff Liston Truesdale arrived and was asked by Lyle Blackburn if the damage was done by the Lizard Man. Truesdale had no idea what he was talking about and surprised him.
This is the first encounter, and this person
It's not necessarily the first encounter. You'll get to it on if this was the first encounter or not, okay? So, the sheriff knew nothing about this alleged Lizard Man. This is all brand new information to him.
Who was it again that asked it?
Lyle Blackburn, who has a book on this, which has a lot more information than what I could get, because if you want actual information on it, you have to go to his book, which I do not own.
Okay. And who is he? Just a random...
I think he's a local journalist.
Local journalist. Okay.
So this spread quickly in the local news and prompted people to be curious. And one individual got the courage to then tell his terrifying encounter. So Christopher Davis went to the sheriff to tell his tale from 2 weeks prior to the car vandalism on the 14th.
So the car vandalism was not actually the first one.
No.
Okay. But the
So,
first reported, I guess.
yeah, first like big one that everyone was talking about, but I guess Lyle Blackburn was hearing around of ones prior.
Oh, okay.
So Christopher Davis went to the sheriff to tell his tale from 2 weeks prior. He had just finished a night shift at McDonald's, McDanks.
Yum.
But
I'm loving it. Dang it, I was too fast. Do it again.
but dun dun dun.
I'm loving it. I think it's ba.
Ba ba.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah,
I'm
probably.
loving it.
They don't really use that much anymore.
No.
That's why I forget it. And so he finished his shift at McDonald's, his night shift, and was heading home. At 2 a.m. on June 29th, 1988, he had a flat tire and needed to repair it. He pulled off on the side of the road to change the tire. He was right next to Scape Ore Swamp and right next to a butterbean field. I don't know what butterbeans are.
I'm assuming it's a type of bean.
Probably.
You have the. Well, I was thinking pea, never mind. I was thinking snow peas.
So he got the tire changed, and as he finished up, he realized he wasn't alone. He
Oh my
heard,
god, this is why I would never change my tire. I would call someone.
well, you're 1988. Who the hell are you going to call in the middle of nowhere?
Fair.
He heard a strange thumping sound behind him and turned around and saw something truly terrifying. A large 7 foot tall creature came running out of the darkness and the butterbean field at him. It had green scaly skin, snake-like scales, wet. It was wet. I just literally put the word wet.
It's giving that scene in Jurassic Park where I think the kids are like, I don't know, in the car or something, and you just hear the, and then like all the ripples or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm still describing it. 3 fingers on each hand,
Fuck that.
red eyes,
Fuck that.
and 3 fingers on each hand. I wrote it twice.
Fuck that. Fuck it again.
Davis panicked and got into his car as the creature made it to him. He could see the creature outside his window, and then it jumped on top of his car. It took off a side mirror, and once it was on top of the car, it started to claw at it, creating gouges in it. Flooring it caused the creature then to fall off. However, no, he finished changing the tire.
Oh, before the.
Yeah, I mentioned that. I was looking for that for everywhere, like when I was doing research.
Okay.
So he floored it and it fell off, and then chased after him while his car was going 35 miles per hour and jumped back up on top of it.
Oh my god, so it can go 35 miles an hour.
Apparently, and then he applied the brake and it fell off, and then he drove away.
Is that even like possible for anything that's?
I don't think so. That's where some of this unbelievability comes into it, but
All of
we'll
that
get
is
to that.
unbelievable. All of that is unbelievable. Are you kidding me? Also, can you imagine how absolutely terrifying it would be to be in your car and something's clawing at the fucking roof?
Yep.
That also reminds me of a scene from your Alien show.
Yep.
So fuck you for that. Because I wasn't even listening. But I was watching a few of those things over the top of my iPad and it was scaring the absolute hell out of me.
It's a good show.
No.
It's a good show.
Unless you're into horror, then it's good.
So the creature fell off. Davis would escape from the creature. Once safely away, he kept the tail close to him because he told his parents, but didn't tell anyone else because he didn't want to be seen as a crazy person. Because who would believe this?
I don't know.
Exactly. Well,
I like to believe stuff, and I don't know that I can even believe it.
so he only came forward after the news article came out about the car being vandalized 2 weeks later, and the lizard man was mentioned. Back to Davis's story. He would go to the sheriffs and mention it to them, as I said earlier. And Davis's story would take off, leading to a media frenzy. People would flock to the small town to look for the lizard man, creating what some called lizard man fever or lizard mania. Like lizard mania. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Like,
Lizard man? Yeah, it's lizard mania, but I'm pretty sure the M is capitalized, so it's like lizard man IA, so it's lizard mania or lizard mania.
No, mania is a word.
I know, but because
Oh wait,
yeah,
Lizard Man.
It's a play on the word
Man,
Lizard Man. So
Lizard
Lizard Mania?
WrestleMania, but with lizards.
Yeah. But the people made so much merch for it. There were shirts galore everywhere.
Listen, sometimes you just gotta take advantage of things.
Yeah, there's stuff for like, it was either some call it the Scape Ore Lizard Man, just Lizard Man, Lee County Lizard Man, Bishopville
LM,
Lizard Man.
Mr. LM.
LM coming at you live from
Instead of Eminem,
Bishopville, SC.
instead of Eminem, it's LM.
God.
He's out here rapping.
The rapping Lizard Man, okay.
That'd be hilarious.
Remember that when we're ranking cryptids sometime later in life.
Later in life or later in the
This is
episode?
later in podcast. We might have an episode where we just rank
I
cryptids or
would
some
love to do
shit.
like a bracket.
Like a March Madness thing.
Yeah, but like it's all cryptids, and so then we have
If
to
we get enough engagement from people, we're definitely going to have to do that.
That to me sounds so fun.
Cryptid Madness. March Madness. March.
We'll come up with something.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in the works.
So, back to this. Crap, let me see where I was on my notes.
Sorry, I'm just so hilarious
No,
and
it's all
good
good.
ideas that it makes you lose your place.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, this is the type of engagement I like in the episode. So back to Davis real quick. He did take a polygraph regarding what happened that night and did pass it, adding credibility to the story. But you know, you gotta remember nowadays polygraphs are controversial. They aren't a foolproof science, but are still used widely in various fields, including security clearances for the U.S. government do require polygraphs.
I mean, we require them for the clientele that
I wasn't going to mention that exactly, but like, you know, the science isn't entirely fully accurate on yes or no lying, but there's still like stuff in it that,
at the very least, it can detect whether there's an emotional reaction to something, which means that there's an area to explore.
Yep. So. And that's why it's still like, as much as it's not admissible, like it's inadmissible. Yeah, it's not admissible in court, despite the fact that at the top security clearance in our country, it's still used. So like I know people love to trash it and everything, but like it still has some merit behind it.
Well, like again, I mean, if they're asking you questions about security clearance and something spikes, like whether or not you're lying about it, it's an area that they need to be aware of so that they can explore it, so that whether or not you're going to get your clearance, it makes sense. So
back to this again. He also provided a sketch of what he saw and signed his name on it. The sketch is very simple and doesn't have much detail on it. Sage, would you like to see this sketch?
Yeah. Should I look it up or are you looking at it?
No, I'll show it. I have it up right now.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I'm not fucking kidding you. That's the sketch.
That's just straight up a man.
Hey, he has 3 fingers on each head and the head's a bit pointed, and he's tall.
So men can't have pointed heads.
Bro, I don't have a toad head. Yeah, you know. So, sure. I'll have to share this later. Oh my god, the Lizard Man is something else. Sorry, looking at that sketch, it's
terrible.
Man, you really hate Christopher Davis and making fun of his sketching skills.
I'm sorry.
He did sign it.
I'm sorry, Christopher Davis, if you're listening to this.
He's not listening.
Is he dead?
Yes.
Oh, okay. May he rest in peace.
He was, I'm just going to put this out there now because we're talking about it. He was murdered in 2008. I believe he was murdered, is what it was, but he was shot and killed. And he tried to, later in his life, distance himself from the Lizard Man story. All the stories about his death were Lizard Man witness or Lizard Man.
Oh, yeah. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, may he rest in peace.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Yeah, it's sad that
all in good fun, right? Like
yeah. Sorry to put the somber note on this midway through.
Good to know.
Let's get back into the fun part of this. While many descended on the small town, more than what a town that was like supposed to hold, law enforcement would continue to get reports of the Lizard Man, taking some seriously and some with skepticism, depending on who it was in the sheriff's department.
Okay, I'm surprised that they took any.
People were seeing something. Cars were like actually getting damaged. Like Davis's car and the one in the beginning were actually damaged.
Do you have a theory section?
Yeah, that's at the end.
Okay.
So there was some weight behind taking it serious, though. There was a local radio station in Columbia, South Carolina, WCOS or WCOS? No, WCOS is probably how you say it. I don't know how.
Yeah, I'm like will cost, but
WCOS. So
yeah.
they put out a money reward for the capture of the lizard man. A $1 million reward that's never been claimed. So, you can still go for it if you capture that lizard man. Wrangle him up. Let's go wrangle ourselves up a lizard man. Back to on the law enforcement thing, because I accidentally skipped. In the investigations, they would find a few interesting things. They found a mysterious three-toed footprints that they did make casts of. I don't think they look that good personally, but whatever. They had bloodhounds try and track those tracks, but would at one point refuse to go any further. So that's mysterious, peculiar.
How many toes do lizards have?
Depends on the species, but I'm pretty sure 4 or 5.
Hmm.
Something like a dinosaur, bipedal dinosaur, they had 3. So they also found a few other things. There were trampled trees, a 40-gallon drum that had been dragged from a dump and taken to a road where it was broken and crushed with pieces scattered about. Don't know what that could do. Law enforcement then considered even getting the FBI involved over all of this, but opted not to. And then, we have the $1 million bounty and people coming into town. But, you must be thinking, what about sightings?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm definitely thinking that.
because it didn't read Lyle Blackburn's book, I don't have many sightings because most sightings are there. Everywhere else just talks about Christopher Davis's sightings and the Kenneth Orr sighting, which I'll talk about. Because normally in a cryptid episode, I'm able to typically talk about various ones and details about it, but this time I got 2 with details. This one I'm going to go into is on August 5th, Kenneth Orr, an airman who was stationed at the local Shaw Air Force Base, had a rather interesting encounter. He reported to police that he had seen the lizard man on Highway 15. He did the good old thing that any American would do. And what is that?
Shoot at it.
Shot it. He presented the scales and blood as evidence of his encounter, saying that he shot and wounded it. 2 days later, he recanted the tale and was arraigned for filing a false police report and unlawfully carrying a pistol.
Did he say what he shot then?
He would later admit that he had fabricated the whole encounter and shooting to try and keep the story of the lizard man going.
So what did he shoot?
I don't know.
If he had scales
Don't
and
know
shit.
what blood he got. Maybe his own. Maybe he got scales from a gator or a snake or I don't know.
Oh.
But yeah, he fabricated to keep the story going. Because as I'm going to mention, the sightings started to get less and less as time went on, and as you get into August and September, they started disappearing almost entirely.
So same as Mothman.
Yeah. Mothman lasted over a year. This lasted like 1-2 months.
Yeah, I mean, but still. Like, it's not like we have sightings of it now.
Yeah, well, talk about that later.
Okay.
Now, other sightings were typically regulated to 2 types of sightings. Something quickly crossing the road, or a car getting vandalized by something, like something animalistic. And that's basically what everything was. And all these were within about a 3-mile radius of the Scape Ore Swamp. With all of these brief crossing sightings, a lot of people did not describe it as actually being a scaly creature, but that didn't hold much weight whenever the big initial sighting was described that way, so everyone clung on to that one. The sightings, as I said, only lasted a little bit and then died down, and then Kenneth Orr tried to keep it all alive. After that, the lizard man fever or lizard mania would soon pass. There would be 2 more sightings, however, in the 2000s. In 2008, there would be another car that was vandalized outside Scape Ore Swamp. There were blood traces found, and when tested, it was found to be domestic dogs, something explainable, but the sheriff saw it could have also been wolves or coyotes too. So, back to believable.
Yeah.
Then, in 2015, this is the big story, okay? New sightings occurred, including photos and videos of the lizard man. I'll share the photo on the Instagram, but I showed it to Sage already, and I'll show it again. Viewer discretion is advised on this one because this is truly, truly terrifying. Look at this lizard man, Sage. They caught a good picture of him. Look.
Remember you showing me
And
that?
this is presented as like real
It's
evidence.
never not gonna be funny that that is on the internet.
Looks like he's getting on his way to his job.
Making my way downtown.
It's so dumb. It is very clearly a costume. It's somebody in a suit.
Oh, it's horrible.
It's so crystal clear that it's a person.
That is honestly fucking
But
horrible.
unless it was presented as actual evidence that like this
I don't
person
think
actually saw
so.
the lizard man, I just oh my god, 2015. That's not even that long ago. That's 10 years ago. From then, there's really no more actual sightings of the lizard man. He fades out of existence of Lee County in South Carolina. However, there are other lizard men that are sighted throughout the world, like
Hmm.
the Thetis lake monster and lizard reptilian people that apparently control the government, according to some people, which 4% of Americans believe that.
Well, 4% of Americans are stupid, so.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What if we have a lizard man believer in our viewers or listeners?
I wasn't stating that it was mutually exclusive or inclusive.
Yeah.
That all 4% of people who believe that the governments are lizards are all 4% of people who are stupid.
Okay. Good save, good save. So let's go into some explanations and theories of what the lizard man could be.
Hit me with it.
So, first one, we're going to get into the most possible explanation. It's a local farmer. When Davis blew out his tire, he was by a butterbean farm. On that butterbean farm was Lucius Elmore. Elmore had recently had some new AC put into his shed and had been experiencing some recent thefts. He was sleeping in his shed and was prepared to scare off anyone. And then on that night, Davis's car broke down and he woke up and went out to scare off what he thought was a thief. He went out in a burlap sack, basically.
Burlap sack.
Yeah, he had a burlap blanket that he was still wrapped in. He had eyeglasses on, and he's over 6 feet tall, so he's a tall man. The thief spotted him in the field and screamed and took off in his car. And Elmore said the person might have possibly scratched up his car on low hanging branches, or that he might have left the jack attached to the car when he left so fast. But that is what he told some people. He never really reported this to others, and I believe Elmore passed away not long, a few years after this.
Oh.
So, that is a possible explanation for it. But there is a guy who's tall, scaring off people in the area from his property because he had theft recently.
And he had 3 fingers and 3 toes.
That was not mentioned.
Hmm.
The other explanations is, what if it's just a bear?
Part of me was thinking that, but would it be like bear with mange?
Could be. I
Is the
mean,
one like they think it was scaly?
maybe. The next explanation is for at least the car vandals, it was dogs or coyotes, which did happen in 2008.
I mean, that's also a good explanation.
Yeah,
If you're talking like tooth marks and nail marks, I just don't know why they would attack a car.
I don't know, but I mean, it did
Maybe they
happen.
hit a deer. There was like
Yeah.
leftover remnants of the
Why
deer
does Atlas chew what he chews?
because he feels like it.
Why would a coyote maybe chew what it chews?
I guess because it feels like it.
Now, and that did happen in 2008, so we know that for a fact. That does happen. So it explained away one. But what if it happened prior? Who knows? Now, then the other explanations we get into are more interesting. Well, actually, first we're going to get into a Monday one. It was all a hoax in mass hysteria. That there's reports that Davis's story fluctuated a lot. Other people say it didn't. I couldn't really pin down what was the truth of the matter was, but he could have, that could have all been a hoax by him or some sensationalized story to try and, you know, build upon that stuff. Or could this have been a Bigfoot, as not many people described it having scales besides Davis Mason, mainly. Could it have been like the Florida skunk ape or the Honey Island monster, or Honey Island swamp monster, or the Falk Lake monster?
Hmm.
All Bigfoot-esque creatures, or Sasquatch-esque. Could it be that? Hmm? Who knows? Next is, could it be an actual reptilian, like lizard man? And what some people propose, which this is not really plausible because I hate when people bring this one up to me. Could it be a dinosaur that evolved into a lizard man? Convergent evolution. Say some raptors made it past the end Cretaceous extinction and kept evolving into lizard like men, and this is one of them.
Oh.
Very unlikely. Or could it be reptilians, like that people say run the government? Or could it be an alien, like what I said about the Dover Demon, or the Dairy Fairy whenever we finally actually do that episode? Because we do have that recorded.
Mm-hmm. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm what reptiles have three toes? What large animals have three toes? And what does a bear footprint look like?
What up, Bear Fist?
Got bear fist?
Yeah.
But I'm not finding anything that would have.
Yeah. And that could just also be a smudge, like a bad print,
I'm
something.
like, I'm wondering if it's a bear print, like if the way that it was done, like if two
How
toes would look more like one.
yeah. Who knows how it was, because we're talking mud, so maybe it wasn't all pressed there, or maybe it got messed up.
Or maybe they, whatever it was, met with Nate the Hoof Guy, and he put a block on one and wrapped the others.
But yeah, those are really, or actually, the other theory is great horned owl.
They do get big,
They do, yeah.
and they can fly very fast.
Yeah. And it can look menacing in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. when you're just trying to get
Well,
home. It's creepy as
eyes,
fuck out.
like
Yeah.
eyes glowing and shit. Like they're nocturnal. Their eyes are gonna be different colors than
Yeah.
elsewhere. Um, three-fingered arm, like hands. I don't know how to talk about it. Like unless it was the feathers.
Could also just be panicking, and that's what he kind of remembered in his panic.
Yeah, like I wonder if it like was standing with it, like if it was standing with its arms straight down like he drew it,
Yeah.
it would make sense that if an owl had their wings out just a little bit, that the feathers could look like three fingers.
Could be. But yeah, those are what I think the possible theories and explanations for this are. I did not put down any others. What do you think of those?
Um, I mean, I think bear is probably like the most, like bear with maybe mange or something like that would be the most likely in my opinion. I could certainly see great horned owl though, because those things are huge and they're nasty. Like they're really cool, but they can get very scary very quickly. Like if it was standing like that, but with its wings just a little bit out, it's possible. Don't they have three toes? They
Yeah,
have four.
I don't know.
No, I think they. I don't know.
So I think that, so which one are you leaning towards?
Bear or great horned owl. Bear with mange, though I'd say specifically.
Okay. I'm going to lead to the farmer in mass hysteria myself.
Why?
Well, that one seems very plausible that guy first, that's what he saw.
It
Yeah.
would keep people off your property.
Yeah. Now, it doesn't sound like he wanted to like perpetuate this. He just wanted to, what's it called? Scare people from his property. That's all he wanted to do, is just keep people from stealing his shit.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand that.
Yeah.
But.
However, this does permeate pop culture, though.
How so?
So, Lost Tapes did an episode of this, and it had like Velociraptor sounds from Jurassic Park, which, if you don't know, are made by Turtle Sex.
That's information I probably never needed to know.
I probably told you it before and you forgot, but now you will remember.
Definitely.
Let's see. It was on Destination Truth. It was on Sci-Fi's Fact or Faked.
Oh,
Let's see. The Lizard Man actually has his own festival. Did you know that?
that's his own festival.
Yeah.
No.
So let me look up and see if they still do it, because I know they were doing it before the pandemic. Okay, yeah, they're still doing it. They added a parade in 2023.
Hoo-hoo.
So yeah, it looks like they're still doing it, but in 2019, the Friends of the Lizard Man Committee was formed just as they were getting on their. Then COVID hit.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah, but then they kept it on because they hosted their Stomp, which was I guess something in 2022. But there have been stuff they made in the town to commemorate the Lizard Man.
Is there a statue like Mothman?
I don't think there's a statue. There's not like a central statue like Mothman, but people have them at certain places there. And in the local museum there, they have the casts that were made of the footprints.
Mm. I was wondering if it was going to be double cheeked up like the
No.
Mothman was.
Yeah, and I believe part of the thing was to also try and get something like the Mothman Festival. Because the Mothman Festival brings in um insane amount of revenue to Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Yeah.
It freaking props up
Well, I
the
think if there's
economy.
only like 3,000 people living here, it would give an opportunity for there to be development.
Yeah.
Like, if they want that, obviously. If it's a small place, sometimes people aren't going to want development like that.
Yeah. If we go down to South Carolina again, we should totally stop in Bishopville just to see something.
We should just do like a road trip where we just go
Yeah, we just gotta have money.
different. Yeah, that's fair.
And he makes things a bit difficult.
He could come with us. We could just find hotels that allow dogs.
Yeah, but then what do we do when we're out seeing stuff for most of the day, huh?
Find out if they let dogs.
Yeah. God, so many things
He
are
is
going to
our
be so
child.
much more difficult with him.
He is our child, Frank.
Yeah. All right, so that's kind of everything I had for the Lizard Man. I know this was
Oh,
kind of a lackluster episode if you think about it, but I thought there was going to be more to the Lizard Man when I actually looked him up and looked into him.
I feel like that happens a lot with like those smaller ones.
Yeah, I thought he was a bit bigger, but then I didn't realize you got to have Lyle Blackburn's book if you want to get good information on the Lizard Man, which I don't have.
Yeah.
So I guess we're going to have to, get his book and revisit this maybe one day.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a good idea. When we do our bracket.
We're definitely going to do a cryptid bracket one time,
I
or
would
maybe
love
every
like
year.
yeah.
Maybe we do a cryptid bracket, then we do an alien bracket,
Oh
then
yeah.
we do a haunted place bracket the next year. Don't do a true crime one, that's not cool.
No.
Conspiracy one, maybe,
Yes.
if we have enough conspiracies that aren't politically charged.
Yeah. We should do it around Halloween.
The, the cryptid Halloween bracket. I don't know about this, maybe this year. I just need to make sure we have the engagement for it.
We will come up with a better name. Yeah.
All right.
So awesome. No, that was
Yes.
interesting.
Yeah.
Certainly.
So I'm going to give us a conclusion. So in conclusion, in 1988, the town of Bishopville, South Carolina, was terrorized by a lizard man, a 7 foot tall, scaly, three-fingered, three-toed monstrosity who had a craving for car parts. Did he just love the fenders? Did he just love the taste of metal in his mouth, the crunch of it?
Like our dog.
Who knows? But the sightings quickly went away and has not been seen since. What was it? Was it a lizard man? Was it a bear? Maybe a Bigfoot? Or was it a man in a burlap blanket scaring off people from his property? We may never know, but think what you will of it. Make your own decision. You know, think, make your own educated guess. This one's a weird one. I thought this one would be more interesting, actually. Part of the reason I did it so I can make a lizard meme.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So, Sage, you know what time it is, though, right?
Yeah. Time for a ranking?
Yeah. How many lizard buttons out of 10 do you rank this?
Believability?
Yeah.
So 10 would be super believable,
Yeah.
1 be not.
Yeah. Press that lizard button for how many times you say.
Lizard. Lizard.
2.
I can't even follow through with the third.
Just so I can say the full thing, I'm going to go lizard, lizard, lizard. 3 lizards
Thought
out
about
of
doing
10.
that. I just didn't know if I could give it a.
I don't really want to give it a 3, but you know what? I want to finish that lizard, 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 lizard.
Nice.
So that's how we were ranking this one. Obviously, not high on the scale. We have way more episodes that get a better rating than this.
Certainly.
Yeah, I think that wraps it up for today. So, time for the ending spiel. Sorry that this episode is not hitting an hour, everyone. You know, a short one because Sage has a very long episode for next week. Or we'll have another long one the week after.
Yep. Got a couple long ones coming up, so we did some.
Yeah, I think
mean,
our
last
next.
week's was really long, too.
The next 3 cannot be short because of those topics.
No, it was the same with the Bone Collector.
Yeah, what did we do before Bone Collector?
That was your episode.
Haunted Atchison. That one went a decent length. Bone Collector and Haunted Atchison did well. So, alright. If you're liking what you're listening to, go check us out on Instagram, our TikTok that we haven't used yet, and our Blue Sky that we don't use anymore. But we still use Instagram. I just need to use them more. And on whatever you're listening on, if you're really liking this, give us a rate, review, comment, subscribe, follow, whatever platform you're on. Every little bit matters. Every time you like us, follow us, rate us, that helps us boost in the algorithm. And we really appreciate every little bit of support you guys give us. We're not asking for anything monetary. We're just asking for you to hit a quick button, give us a 5-star, and that's all. And I think that probably wraps it up. So, Sage, you ready for the final sign off here?
Yep.
So, remember
To look for
the unknown,
the unsolved,
and the unseen.
Thanks for listening.
Bye, guy. Lizard, 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 lizard.